Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted some happy-go-lucky, positive tech news? Yeah, well, tech news ain't your friend. I'm your friend. I'm just trying to protect you. We know each other. 23andMe, the DNA testing company, has filed for bankruptcy nearly 20 years after pioneering the consumer genetic testing industry while collecting a valuable hoard of personal data that would make Smog the Dragon blush. While the company says it will continue to operate during the bankruptcy proceedings, during which it will seek to sell its assets, co-founder and CEO Ann Wojcicki announced she's stepping down so she can be better positioned to bid on the company herself. Now, 23andMe says customers' genetic data is anonymized, but no one's sure whether to believe that, and with the eventual fate of their genetic data uncertain, privacy experts are strongly advising customers to delete their DNA. How? Wouldn't that kill you? Oh, DNA data! Oh, it looked like, don't do the first thing. Also, 23andMe say that even if you delete your account, they'll still retain a ton of data about you and your DNA, assuming you can still restore it from the recycle bin. Hey, who's ready for some new GPUs? These ones could be affordable, kind of. I'm talking about the 60 tier cards. NVIDIA's RTX 5060 and 5060 Ti have had some specs leak, courtesy of known Twitter hardware leaker Momomo, who posted a couple of HP's Omen desktops with an RTX 5060 Ti. Those models have 8 gigabytes of VRAM, but a 16 gigabyte variant of the Ti was spotted in a Best Buy listing. According to video cards with a Z.com, fun spelling, NVIDIA's forcing their board partners to have at least one graphics card model priced at MSRP, and it has to be available to purchase on the launch date. I mean, have you ever heard of such a thing? Video cards also purports to know some other specs of the cards, which are scheduled to launch on April 16th, according to WXNod on Twitter. But there were also leaks mentioning AMD's RX 9060 XT, which looks like it's also coming in 8 and 16 gigabyte variants, courtesy of yet another Twitter leaker, Harukaze 5719. Do you think they get together on holidays? Google has confirmed it may have possibly accidentally deleted some users' data from Timeline, the Google Maps feature previously known as location history. In an email to affected users, the company said the deletion was caused by a technical issue, but did not elaborate further, forcing us to assume they were training a robot to deliver coffee in the server room. You could have done that in the company ball pit, Google. Come on. The data snafu comes after some users already lost location history data after Google announced in December 2023 that it would be moved to on-device storage by default, and they gave users instructions on how to back it up. There were lots of articles spreading the word about this, but you can't reach everyone. And now Google says that if your data was deleted and you don't have a backup, you're hooped, bud. I mean, guys, Google's got a lot of data to keep track of. Have you seen your Google Drive? Pulling a Bilbo Baggins over here.
Why shouldn't I keep it?
You shouldn't keep using boring coding tutorials. Use our sponsor, Boot.dev, the best way to learn to code for back-end web development. Because instead of making you sit through a lecture or a video tutorial, it drops you right into the action and gets your hands on the keyboard. And before you know it, you've already written some code.
And that's only the beginning of your hidden power.
Through online, self-paced exercises that feel like a riveting RPG, Boot.dev will help you learn back-end web dev from start to finish in the Python and Go programming languages, because the smartest way to learn is to make sure you're never bored. And that won't happen while Boots is around, a powerful bear wizard that's been trained on each lesson. Rather than handing you the answers if you get stuck, he'll ask you questions to help you understand that you had the answer inside you all along. Still wary? They've got free course demos and a 30-day no questions asked refund policy. So click the link in the description box and use the code TECHLINK to check it out and get 25% off your first payment for Boot.dev. That's 25% off your first month or your first year, depending on the subscription you choose. Look, some of these quick bits are gonna be happy, okay? Happy to see you. Boop. Android users are reporting that Google has started rolling out screen and camera sharing for its Gemini Live AI conversation mode. They're features that were previously shown off under the name Project Astra, promising a future where you can carry on a conversation with your AI assistant while it looks through your phone camera, as if you're on one of the worst kind of video calls. And look, there's the sign. Oh, wow. An Italian court has ruled that Google must block pirate websites listed under the country's Piracy Shield system, replacing their original web addresses with fake ones on Google's public DNS service, a tactic known as DNS poisoning. An Italian regulator's post on LinkedIn celebrated the ruling as a win against piracy, which seems a little ironic, given that Italy invented the mafia. NVIDIA's latest GPU drivers have reportedly caused the black screen issues that affected some RTX 50 series GPUs to spread to the RTX 40 series, according to multiple Reddit posts from users suffering the same pain. Apparently, rolling back to a previous driver sometimes fixes it, but then you're prevented from playing new games with up-to-date drivers. I don't know, maybe Jensen's just trying to teach us a lesson. You know, just because that screen is dark doesn't mean your mind has to be. Imagine something in those inky depths. Oh God, it's coming this way. This was a mistake. The Philips Hue brand, which is now owned by Signify, is mostly made up of RGB-enabled smart lights, but a reference to a Philips Hue smart doorbell was spotted in an app update. Interestingly, it doesn't change colors, but it does ask visitors, "Who are you?" And Penn State researchers have developed technology that can create what they call audible enclaves, little pockets of physical space inside which audio can be heard and nowhere else. The scientists say they've achieved this using self-bending ultrasound beams and non-linear acoustics, which I'm not here to explain to you. I could, but I'm only here to warn that if this gets widely adopted, walking around in a city could sound like you're flipping through radio stations, and if people hear something they like, they could suddenly stop, and then you got a sidewalk pileup on your hands. We must destroy this technology immediately. To hear about more tech abominations that shouldn't exist, come back on Wednesday. What? Some of it will be happy?